In this notebook, I will show you how one can generate an actual score network as the one that I discussed in the lecture for a back chorale. And actually, this is exactly the same example that I have in the lecture. Is the chorale that I have discussed there, and I have represented through a network. So for working with actual scores, we need an additional library, Python library that is called Music21. It's an amazing library for score analysis, score generation, musicological analysis, and there are a lot of many different functions in this library. And in particular, it allows you to import a score from the digital format like music XML, for instance, or even MIDI. And once you have imported that, then we do a similar procedure as the one that was done in the music data part for generating all these musical spaces, but now we do it within a score. So we basically build the dictionary of chords of the score, and then we build a network out of that. And so this is, in this cell, basically you have all the steps in order to generate a score network like this one. You can represent this network using I mean, in three-dimensional space here. And, some of the things I talked about in the lecture, for instance, the fact that the networks are directional, that is, that you go from one chord to another, for instance, and not from this other chord to the original one, is represented in this graphical depiction. So all the concepts that I discussed in the lecture can be obtained, I mean, can be looked at from this kind of representation. You can do some more sophisticated analysis here, where you, for instance, isolate links that have a particular distance, or you look at the distribution of the different operations that allow you to go from one chord to another. That gives you a representation of this harmonic space, and in a way is connected to the concepts that I discussed in class. So as an exercise, I would encourage you to explore more of this Music21 corpus and maybe look at some more back chorales and look at the similarities and differences between the networks that you obtain this way.